Now, a PE teacher from Edinburgh who was nearly killed in a serious incident involving a speedboat 7 years ago and which left her with life-changing injuries is set to take on a mammoth 10-mile swim across the Firth of Forth for charity. Rachael Hadjitofi wants to inspire others living with a stoma bag, but she's also desperate to identify a doctor who helped save her life on the beach that day. Lewis Mickey has been in East Lothian watching her train for the big challenge.
Rachael has loved swimming from a young age, but after a horrific incident involving a speedboat on holiday in Cyprus in 2017, she wasn't sure if she'd ever get back in the water.
We were on a tow float on our way back into the bay, and I was looking and thinking how beautiful it was, and then I looked to my left and there was a speedboat about 2 seconds away from hitting us. I thought, if this hits my head, I'm gone, so I threw my head the other way and I let go of the float. The propellers, they did serious damage to my legs, my lower body. The engine broke my back, fractured my sacrum, dislocated my coccyx. The most life-changing injury was needing a stoma bag, an emergency stoma bag put in place on my stomach.
After a long recovery, Rachael rediscovered her passion, regularly taking to Gullen Beach for a dip. She also earned her degree and became a PE teacher. Keen to raise money for the charity Climbing Out, which helps rebuild confidence and self-esteem following illness and injury, she set herself an almighty challenge.
A 10-mile swim from Ely Harbour across to North Berwick. Out in the open sea water. I'll be with a safety boat alongside me, but it's going to be me alone in the water doing the swim. You can swim with a stoma bag. I think there's quite a stigma around that. You can swim with one and you can live a full life with a stoma bag.
After being hit by the boat, Rachael received medical attention from another holidaymaker. She knows very little about her. She was a doctor in her late 30s who likely worked in the NHS in England, and she hopes to reconnect with her.
I felt like my life was slipping away, and I said to her at one point, I think I'm dying. And she, at that point, looked at me and she said, you're not going to die today. And I just think having a moment like that with a complete stranger in that moment is, it's very surreal, and to not be able to thank her in person feels wrong.
Rachael's mammoth swim will take place in the next few weeks, with the exact date being weather dependent. Thus far, she's raised more than £10,000 for charity.
I love swimming. I've always loved it. It was the first sport I ever tried, and I just knew that I couldn't let this experience ruin that.
Lewis Mickey, STV News, East Lothian.